Yo, what is up, my fellow virgins? Today, we're about to react to the fighting business. You feel what I'm saying? React to how these UFC fighters became Dana White protected. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. People definitely do have Dana White privilege.
Don't lie on the situation. Like, if you want him to put him in a title fight for his third time, obviously there's a reason for it. But don't sit there and make up lies like, oh man, he deserves it, he earned it, he's number 2, blah, blah, blah. He's 2-2 at his last 4 fights. I'm the rightful owner of that spot, so.
During every press conference, pre-fight or post, some NPC reporter will question Dana White about a potential title shot for a fighter on a winning streak.
And Dana White told BT Sport, I believe in an interview that came out today, that you're next for the title shot if you give a spectacular performance on Saturday.
About time, you know. That was my 9th win in a row, so.
And the UFC boss will once again repeat, this is the UFC. You keep winning and you will get what you want.
You continue to fight and you continue to win. When he goes into the coast to fight, he'll be 19-0. Either one of those guys are going to be big stars.
Winning is all that matters.
You stay active. You're a professional fighter. That's what you do. And if you can fight often, you should.
But not really. In the very same press conference, another reporter will bring the name of one of the blessed, and Dana White will ramble for the next several minutes.
Listen, it's not like I'm a big, Colby, you know, Colby Covington deserves this shot at the title.
Declare him the next #1 contender, the uncrowned champion.
That nigga don't deserve shit, bro. You know why? That nigga lost to Usman twice, and he only beat washed up people. His only real fight he had was against Jorge Masvidal. Come on, come on, bro.
Championed, maybe even the best guy Dana ever worked with. For that guy, win, loss, activity, inactivity doesn't matter, because as long as he stays in the good graces of now CEO Dana White, he's good, and the boss himself will step up and protect him from any and all criticisms.
Crazy to say this, but as big and as famous as Conor is, and all the things that go on, I don't think Conor gets the respect he deserves.
Some really do deserve the added protection, whether they get asses in seats or actual fighting skill. Some guys, I really don't know why. Regardless, here are the chosen ones, and let's begin with that one guy. Maybe I should say, let's begin with Paddy Pimblett. Wait, no. I'll say, let's begin with the chosen one. No, maybe I'm saying too much. Do you need help with your scripts? Maybe some editing tricks or some guidelines to YouTube success? I might have something for you. Hear me out. Hello friends, my name is Milan, and I've been doing YouTube for over 6 years now. I started with an NBA channel in 2017 and reached over 400,000 subscribers. Yes, I'm actually flexing right now. I had a second channel called Nothing But Amazing. Actually, it was my first channel. And then I slowly transitioned to a channel you might be familiar with called The Fighting Business. Welcome to The Fighting Business.
Thank you to The Fighting Business. Absolutely amazing documentary. And give this guy a like and a follow and subscribe, boys.
Yeah, you've probably seen me before on a quick cameo or over on the second channel. No introduction needed, really. I've always wanted to have a channel where I can just sit down and talk about some stuff, you know. But I'm the voice behind this channel, and I'm the one producing it all. With the help of a few guys who love the UFC just as much as I do, we've been able to grow this channel to over 200,000 subscribers as well. Yes, this is another flex, and I'm here to help.
See, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I fuck with you and all that, but I came here for a video, not a fucking flex. Cause I don't, like, come on, bro.
Right? Right?
Fighting Business is one of my favorite new channels going right now. Say that! Can I say a night? You heard it, Friday night. I've never watched it now.
I don't know about this dude. Paddy will never be a UFC champion. In fact, I don't see him even cracking the top 10 at 155 or 145, and he doesn't really draw people into.
I feel like Paddy is just like he's good, but he's not them type, you know, fighters that that's gonna break into the top 5. Cause like he been inactive for a couple times. I feel like when you active and you get all this fame, you get all this money, especially when you come from nothing, a lot of these fighters don't want to fight no more. So.
Massive arenas. He is a decently popular name with a good amount of charisma, like a bunch of other guys on the roster, but he is undoubtedly more special than the rest of them, and a firm favorite of the corporation.
Paddy Pimblett hits back at critics who believe
Paddy Pimblett look like a bull who could be on The Boys, like, honestly.
he has benefited from a UFC bias. Paddy says, I am just a fighter on his roster, referring to Dana.
Why? If I had to guess.
I think that's an issue that you and Neri could ever squash, or is that just going to be behind you?
I don't give a How about that? bottled up for over a year where he talks.
For a little backstory, Dana White hates Ariel Helwani, dating back to UFC 199 in 2016.
I don't give a shit what Ariel Helwani thinks.
Fair enough.
Who the fuck is Ariel Helwani to question anything that we do?
Not too long ago, Paddy had Dana on his podcast, and seeing the opportunity to build a good rapport with his boss, Paddy trashed the MMA journalist.
I hate all these journalists, especially the ones what earn off us, like Ariel Helwani in particular. You're doing it for exposure? No, you're not. You're doing it to put money in your pocket, Ariel, you little rodent.
And Dana could not stop smiling.
I just sat back and let that go. I didn't want to interrupt. He's a massive sack of is what he is.
Exactly.
Obviously, Ariel responded, the beef continued, and most of the MMA world turned on Pimblett, but he wasn't too bothered about the backlash. He had lost the support of MMA fans, but he gained a supporter in Dana White. At UFC 282, Paddy fought Jared Gordon, a decent but not amazing lightweight, and at the end, we got one of the most controversial. Actually, scratch that. There was no controversy as Gordon was the clear victor, but
Gordon whooped Paddy ass, bro.
The judges awarded the fight to Paddy. Fans found another reason to hate Pimblett, but when Dana was asked who he thought won, well...
Gordon had a horrible game plan going into that third round. You think you won the first 2 rounds with the judges? I mean, how do you know that? Why go in there and throw away the third round?
How does that make any sense? Finally, as the cherry on top of this shit cake, Paddy will fight a weathered Tony Ferguson at UFC 296. Fighting crippled veterans instead of actual relevant fighters is another perk that comes along with being boys with Dana. But as I end this segment, still asking the same question. Why? Paddy simply doesn't deserve the extra help, but here is someone who sorta does, I think.
Colby Covington made some headlines. He says, no way he's letting you wrap the belt around him. If you do, he's gonna smack you in the head with it.
He's a big mouth fucking idiot.
Colby was once a member of the Curse clan, and Dana White, as you saw, could not stand the guy. At one point, it even looked like Colby would be cut, as the guy was a headache to deal with. But then he fought the champion Kamaru Usman at UFC 245 in one of the most entertaining title fights of the year. On that night, Colby, despite losing the fight, proved that he could walk the walk and that he was one of the best welterweights on the planet.
I know you're not a fan of that guy or haven't necessarily gotten along with him eye to eye, but did he show the world something tonight?
100%. Don't let all the bullshit and stupid talk overshadow the fact that this kid is tough.
Yo, to be honest, Dana White looks so different. This nigga look like a fucking, come on, bro.
Talented.
You can cut him after a performance like that, but he was definitely not a part of the Millionaires Club. Covington got a title shot right after beating Tyron Woodley, and it was another gutsy performance against Usman, who had established himself as a dominant champion.
Haven't seen the best of Colby Chaos Covington yet. I'll be back in the gym on Monday.
Now every Colby fight felt like a big deal, and when he headlined UFC 272 against Jorge Masvidal, Dana White convinced Colby Covington was now a Dana White guy.
You feel at this point, do you consider him one of the biggest stars in the company?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's after a while, no matter how much you hate him, you at least got to respect him. I mean, the guy keeps winning fights, and he's a tough dude.
After UFC 272, Colby was not seen or heard from again. After close to a year of radio silence, Colby showed up as the backup fighter for UFC 286, and as soon as he made weight, the welterweight division was shut down. Shafkat, Bilal, deserving number one, were sidelines in favor of Colby. Why? He gave Usman a tough fight.
No. That motherfucker should fight at one of them 2 motherfuckers, bro. Fuck that, man. I'm getting sick of this Dana White shit, bro. Listen to me, man. Fuck this shit, bro. Hold on. Give me a minute. Bro, Dana, listen to me right now. Stop giving these motherfuckers title fights. You thought Izzy was gonna run through Sean. Look what my man Sean did. Now your man's not coming back till 2027. Who else? Motherfucking heavyweight. Let's talk about what, nigga. Fuck heavyweight. Let's talk about John Jones and Stipe. Man, my man Tom Aspinall ready to whoop some ass, bro. I understand. I'm on John Jones' side always, but at the end of the day, this is the fighting business. It's not no fucking school, motherfucker. Listen, Tom Aspinall need to fight somebody ASAP Rocky. He just beat Sergey, somebody who looked at untouchable, somebody who beat Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades, motherfucking Tatooine. We could keep going. Bro, tell that little dumbass firefighter Stipe bitch ass, to fight Tom Aspinall. Strip that nigga John Jones from his belt. Let them fight for the fucking belt. And then let John Jones come back and fight somebody for that belt. Ain't he the fucking best, right? I understand this is business shit. You don't want to fuck up your little money and shit like that, bro. Fuck that. I'm getting sick of this shit, bro. Kobe Covington fighting Leon Edwards. Kobe shouldn't even. He should be fighting Stephen fucking Thompson, rematching Usman, or fighting Shakov Ramonov, bro. That's the fuck it. Bilal Muhammad, who the fuck has he fought for him to even earn the title shot? Let's be honest, bro. What the fuck is going on, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to see Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt. The BMF belt shouldn't even be in the UFC. What the fuck is that? This is the fight. This is not no WWE, bro. You know what? I'm done, bro. I ain't even going. You feel me? If y'all want some videos of me talking my shit, talking about what really supposed to be happening in UFC, if A1 ran UFC, this is what happened. Let me know. Comment that, cause right now, everybody, it's just dumbass shit. It's all just money, money, money. I understand this, but bro, these motherfuckers want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, Dana White has favorites in the UFC, and it's pretty clear, right? Dudes like Michael Chandler, Colby Covington. There's just guys that gets chances more easily than others. Despite fighting one per year, flat out refusing top contenders and having no ranked win at 170, Colby will indeed challenge Leon Edwards at UFC 296. Compared to Paddy, Colby's good fortune is a little more understandable, as he is a star, and now maybe the best welterweight on the planet, as Usman has moved on.
Bro, I'm sorry. Stop calling this nigga the best welterweight on the planet. The only ones who could be called the best welterweight on the planet is Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, and all some Kamaru Usman. He lost and all that, but we can't sit here and cap, bro. This motherfucker was running through motherfuckers, bro. Everybody thought he was untouchable until that kick, until that kick changed everything. But let's come on, bro.
Maybe being the operative word here, but this next guy.
Obviously, we wanted to have Stipe and John. Is that still the fight to make, or do you feel like Tom deserves to fight John or deserves to fight Stipe, or maybe that's a better fight?
No.
There's no maybe about this. John Jones is the current heavyweight champion of the UFC. And
only reason why Dana White don't want to, fuck up his little moneymaker is because John Jones is literally the best of all time. If he loses to Tom Aspinall or anything like, bro, it's going to break the internet, bro.
And the consensus greatest MMA fighter of all time. Being the best ever comes with certain privileges, and in addition to his skill and status, Jones is a pretty popular name in the industry.
Realistically, when you look at John's career, he's undefeated. He should be 27-0 right now. The people that he went through, to win the title, defend the title, it's very impressive, and it's undeniable that he's the greatest of all time.
On paper, this guy is definitely deserving of something extra. Instant title shot at heavyweight, no problem. Pound for pound #1, definitely. Monstrous contract, definitely. Fuck the whole division? You're damn right. Wait, what? There are 2 heavyweight champions in the UFC. John Jones, the undisputed champion, and Tom Aspinall, the interim title holder. Common sense and prior precedence dictates that Jones versus Aspinall headlines a massive pay-per-view in order.
Yo, listen, y'all. I just want to, break the internet, but listen. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. Say if. This is what if. It's like some Marvel what if. What if John Jones and Stipe is scheduled, right? And Stipe gets injured, right? Say he gets injured doing his little firefighter thing or working out or, trip over a fucking bug or a wire, But happens. This motherfucker get injured. And Tom fucking Aspinall fights John Jones. Who do y'all think that's going to win out of that fight? Me personally, I'm always going with John Jones because he, come on, his wrestling is crazy. Jiu-jitsu, he's fucking trains with Gordon fucking Ryan. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? But if that happens, I'm predicting the future. But John Jones and Stipe, it's okay. I just feel like Stipe doesn't really deserve a title shot. Like, I understand he's the best heavyweight, but you can't be the best heavyweight if you lost to somebody. You beat him the first time, but you lost to him, and then he left, went to boxing, and then made more money than both. Like, it's just like, let him fight up and coming stars. Like Stipe, he wasn't even talked about until John Jones went up a weight class. Nobody was even fucking worrying about this motherfucker, bro. So, like it just where are these bitches coming from? Like just fucking flies coming in the room, and then we just Stipe, you know.
Turns to the division, but apparently not.
Do you anticipate Tom defending the interim title because of like how they'll have to wait for that fight to happen? Do you expect him to fight somebody else?
I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see what happens,
John Jones versus Stipe Miocic is still the plan for 2024. Instead of facing a younger, stronger, and hungrier heavyweight in Aspinall, Jones will defend his title against a 60-year-old Stipe who hasn't fought in a decade, and then retire, with Dana himself rolling out the red carpet. Contrast this with GSP in 2013, while the welterweight champion took a hiatus to take care of his mental health, and Dana White threw him under the bus just minutes later.
He didn't say, I'm going to retire, I'm hanging it up, it's been great, everybody. He said, I'm going to take some time off, and I'm going to, listen,
the division will now rot in limbo.
How the fuck do you win a belt and retire? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
For the sake of John Jones, and this isn't an isolated incident. The company moved an entire event from one state to another when Jones failed a drug test.
This weekend is the big light heavyweight fight here in Las Vegas with Jones and Gustafsson. We're moving it from Las Vegas to the Forum in LA.
A urine sample collected from John Jones tested positive for a very, very small amount.
That's right. Dana White even protected Jones from USADA. And that brings us to the final entry. Jones survived against USADA. This guy coming up next killed it. Pretty much literally.
All right, y'all. Before we even get to my man,
Conor McGregor would re-enter.
Listen, yo. I like he say he doing this, he doing that.
To the program.
When he was healthy, they were legitimately concerned that he wasn't going to regain full use of his leg ever again, including the ligaments around it.
You know this was coming. This video simply is not complete without the biggest MMA star in history, and it
Facts.
ain't even close. You have Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar, GSP as superstars, and then there is Conor McGregor on a completely different plane of existence, a megastar. As soon as Conor got a couple of victories, he was locked in for a featherweight title shot against Jose Aldo.
The so-called pound-for-pound #1, but he's quaking in his boots over there.
The company became his partner in crime and orchestrated a world tour to publicly shame and humiliate the humble Jose Aldo.
Tell him I said I am his daddy. Call me Jose Senior.
From that point on, it was one blessing after another. Title shots, instant rematches, boxing mega fight, exceptions, and so on. In 2023, Conor McGregor is in the twilight of his career, far removed from his prime. But not much has changed. He needs one win to be in conversation for a title shot, but USADA remained a roadblock for McGregor, with the organization insisting that the megastar follow the complete protocol.
When Conor enters the pool, he will have a 6-month clock, and that clock will start the day that he enters the pool. USADA revealed this. Conor McGregor came out after USADA said this, and he said, man, I'm sick of these guys.
Dana had to make a decision, ensure a relatively clean sport by picking USADA, or get one, maximum 2 massive pay-per-views by kicking USADA to the curb and choosing Conor. Take a guess.
This is how you're going to end your relationship with us? Who else would want to do business with these guys after that? Not me.
They run a little bit like a dictatorship.
No brainer, really. USADA is on the way out, and a roided Conor McGregor will most definitely headline UFC 300, despite having won one fight since Barack Obama was president. Everything.
All right, bro. Come on, bro. When the last time y'all niggas want to fight? How about that?
Else, title shots, exceptions, proper 12 partnership, I can get all of that. The guy is the face of the UFC and has been for the past couple of years, but to get rid of USADA just so Conor would be able to compete again, Dana truly outdid himself there.
I wouldn't say he got rid of USADA.
That has been said time and time again. The UFC is a business, and having gone through the list of the most protected fighters in the company, you can see why these athletes, except for Patty of course, are handled with such care. Colby keeps the welterweight division going. John Jones is the greatest of all time. Conor McGregor is the biggest superstar of all time. And if you don't make exceptions, you'll be flushing down tens of millions. And as long as superstars exist, it will keep happening. Get YouTube SEO Masterclass, editing, breakdowns, all previous and upcoming videos, music playlists, downloadable thumbnails, your name in these wonderful credits, and so much more on Patreon. Have a look at it right here.
Everybody go support my mans on Patreon, wherever the fuck this thing is, but man, some shit just gotta fucking change, bro. Like, man, fuck this shit, man. Fucking Alexander Volkanovski fucking lost. It's just, bro, these are not canon events right now, bro. Somebody is breaking Tom as we speak. Like